Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am ElleForLexxi, and today's video is going to be a story time video. And it's crazy because a lot of people have been telling me that I should do more story times, but I'm not with this whole YouTube fad where you come up with fake stories for some views. I'm sorry. We all know there's some YouTubers out here that's doing it because I mean, story times are kind of popular videos, especially if the story is juicy, but sometimes these stories be too juicy to be real, and I know a lot of them are fake. So I try to avoid that, so I don't really, do a lot of story times. So this one in particular is very factual, very truthful, and very sincere to me because I just experienced my first racist encounter as a Lyft driver. So if you guys don't know, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Snapchat, I don't know why you don't. I'll leave my Instagram and my Snapchat in the description box below. But I am a Lyft driver, and I have been a Lyft driver since the week of Mother's Day. So it's been a little minute. So today in particular, I was finishing up one ride. I was dropping a girl off in Southfield, Michigan, and Lyft had added another rider to my queue. And this rider, his name was Steve. This is the racist guy that I'm talking about, and he didn't have a profile picture. Normally, well, at least with me, when I used to ride Lyft, I always had a profile picture just so the driver can know what I look like, because yeah, I feel like that's kind of necessary. I want to know who I'm picking up. I want to know what you look like. But this person in particular didn't have one. I didn't really think too much about it. He had me pick him up at this restaurant called the Bigalora. I believe that's the name of it. I don't really know. Anyways, it's on Franklin Road in Southfield, Michigan. So I picked him up. I waited for like 5 minutes. If you guys don't know, Lyft, when you pull up to the passenger's location, it has a countdown of 5 minutes for the passenger to get out to you. He got out to me. He got in my car. I said, hi, my name is Lexus. And he said, hi, his name was Steve. And I asked him where we were going, and he told me to make a right at this Franklin Street and just keep straight. Mind you guys, this is also an issue on my hand. Since I am pretty new to Lyft, I didn't order a mount for my phone for the windshield, for easier access to GPS, so I won't have to hold my phone in my hand. That's where I did go wrong, because in the process of me getting to his destination, I did make a right turn on mistake when he told me to keep straight, and I acknowledge that that was wrong. I apologize, because since I used to ride Lyft for about a year and a half, I know how frustrating it is when you're, in a rush to go somewhere and your driver makes a wrong turn and doesn't acknowledge it. However, I don't like to be that person. I acknowledged that I was wrong. I apologized to him, and then he was like, I gave you clear instructions to keep straight, so what the fuck? So I'm just like, that was strike one. I was like, I apologize, I made a wrong turn, but you don't have to cuss at me because it's not necessary. Like, we're gonna get you to where you have to go. So then he only gets more rude. He's like, you're too busy on your phone, you're not paying attention to your passenger. I was like, I was listening to the GPS on my phone, but I do apologize, but I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect in my car. He's like, you're acting dumb. I'm just like, all right, you can get the fuck out of my car right now. Like, just get the fuck out. And then he's like, no, because I'm making a left turn, and it was a red light at the red turn. It was a red light at the left turn. So, he's like, no, you can pull in right there. So I pull into this little plaza at the left-hand turn. He's like, and you didn't even enter it the right way, dumbass. I was like, get the fuck out of my car. And then he proceeded to call me a dumb nigger, which was the first time I had ever been called a nigger to my face. And it's crazy. I have been tweeting on Twitter. I'm waiting for the day that somebody calls me a nigger, and this is the day that this decided to happen. And it was so crazy because I was so overrun with emotions, because he called me. Not only did he call me a dumb nigger, when he got out of my car, he spat on my windshield. And not on my windshield, he spat on my passenger side window. So I lost it there, and I started cussing him out. I started saying all types of nasty, rude things, because you're fucking disgusting for ever spitting on my car, and you're fucking disgusting for having this racist mindset. It is a wrong turn. All it took for him to turn his racist switch on, like seriously. And when he got in my car, he was all nice. you know, hi, my name is Steve. That was the last thing I was expecting. You know, that's the thing. I see the good in everybody. It doesn't matter what race you are. I see the good. I don't ever like to judge people off of stereotypes, especially with all of the tension going on between black people and white people in America. You know, I don't like to think that all white people are the same, because I hate for all white people to think that all black people are the same. But now I'm scared, because I'm not scared of people. I'm not scared of white people, but I'm scared that it's so easy for them to cover up their racism. Because like I said, he was all nice and stuff, but it was just that one wrong turn that I apologized for that threw him over the edge and made him start calling me all types of niggers and, you know, a dumb nigger, and spitting on my windshield. And he left a nasty little mark on my window. It was disgusting, like he hadn't brushed his teeth. That threw me over the edge. I was crying, and I was crying so hard, not because he called me a nigger, but because he had got in front of my car, and I knew I couldn't hit the gas to run him over and make him roadkill, because I would have went to jail. And that was the most frustrating part, knowing that I couldn't kill him. That was the most frustrating part. It's one thing, okay, being called a nigger, okay, we live in America, and I hate to say that that's something that black people should expect, because we should never expect to be disrespected like that. It should never be condoned. However, it happened. And like I said, the word wasn't what fazed me. What fazed me was that I couldn't get out and kill him and whoop his ass, run him over, make him flat as a flapjack, make him look like a fucking possum on the side of the fucking freeway. That's all I wanted to do at the moment, is just kill him. Because it's like, of all things, if you're racist, why do you ride public transportation? There are so many black Lyft drivers traveling through the Southfield area, through the suburbs, downtown Detroit, everywhere. So why even put yourself in a situation where you're in the car with somebody of a race that you don't even like? And all it takes is for a wrong turn to happen for you to start going off the walls. And like I said, I used to be a Lyft rider, a Lyft passenger, so I know the frustration that you feel when a driver doesn't make the turn, or makes a wrong turn, doesn't keep straight. I made that mistake, and I fully acknowledged that. I fully took responsibility for that, because I didn't know if he was running late to anything. I truly did not know. However, the first thing I did was apologize, because that's always what you do. The customer is always right. But the moment that he started calling me on my name, that's when all that respect went out the window. I have made a report to Lyft, and I just recently got off the phone with a customer service representative, and they said I'd never be paired with him again, and they're escalating this into a claim with one of their teams, basically, where they handle types of racist situations like this. Because at this point, that passenger, Steven, does not need to be a passenger or a user of Lyft, period. I'm actually not going to stop until I know that he will never be able to ride Lyft again. Because as long as I know that there are black Lyft drivers driving everywhere in the suburbs, Southfield, Detroit, Bloomfield Hills, Clinton Township, everywhere, as long as I know that there's black drivers and there's people like him, I will not stop, because this is unacceptable. It's truly unacceptable, especially since I was nothing but kind and sincere to this man the entire time that he was in the car. I apologized for my wrong turn. I did all of that. I apologized for not having a mount. Okay, that is one thing, to have your phone in your hand. You're not supposed to have your phone in your hand. I already apologized for it. But since I am a Lyft driver and I didn't have one, and he needed a ride, and I was paired with him, mind you, I didn't even accept this ride for him. When I was doing my last ride, it had automatically added him onto my queue. So I didn't really have a choice but to pick him up after I finished with my first ride. So yeah, so I don't want to see any comments saying, oh, you should have listened to the passenger. Look, if I apologize and I acknowledge that I made a wrong turn, I didn't deserve that at all. I really didn't. And I truly hope that Lyft blocks this man's privileges of Lyft, because he doesn't deserve to ride in another Lyft ride, because who knows, his next fucking driver could be black and the same thing can happen to them. And it's not fair. It's not fair at all that racist people can just go about doing all this racist shit and I can't kill him. And then let alone with that, when he spat on my car, I lost it. I just lost it right there, because it's like, you gonna spit on L? L, you gonna spit on my baby L? My baby not even a whole month old yet, and you spitting on her? Look, all I gotta say is some very nasty, rude things came out of my mouth after that, but they were justified because of what he said to me. And I wish that I had a dash cam that would have recorded the entire altercation. I wish I would have had my phone to record him in a process of arguing, but you know, when you just be so in a moment filled with emotions and rage and just, you just don't know how to process everything. So as I'm driving off and everything, I called my boyfriend crying hysterically because I was so mad that my first thing I wanted to do when he got in front of my car was just press on the fucking gas and run him over. But I knew, damn, I would go to jail for that, and I don't want to spend time in jail for this piece of shit of an excuse of a man. Mind you, this man is white, okay? So you already know this is not, you know, any other race. This is strictly, this is a white man that called me a nigger. All in all, this is a very kind of life-altering experience. I won't say that it's completely changed me, but it's definitely opened my eyes to the fact that there are people out here with hateful hearts. There are a lot of people with hate in their hearts, and it doesn't really take much to, you know, express that hate. And I blame Trump, and you know, that's a whole other situation, but I feel like when he got into office and race was such a prominent factor of his campaign, a lot more people feel comfortable expressing their hate. You know, just to call me a dumb nigger, that was completely out of line. I didn't deserve that. I'm not a dumb nigger. I can be dumb sometimes, but I'm not a dumb nigger. So like I said, it's not even a word that, you know, that fazed me. It was the fact that I couldn't kill him after he said it. Yeah, it was the fact I couldn't kill him. It was the fact that I couldn't run him over. It was the fact that I wanted to throw my water bottle at him. It's the fact that I just wanted to end him. But the way I handled things, despite me, you know, lashing back out at him, me not spitting on him or, you know, throwing anything at his personal belongings, will bless me with good karma. God don't like ugly, and karma don't like ugly. Karma would definitely reward him for the hateful and despicable things that he's done to me today. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody that watched my Instagram live after it happened. I was really emotional, like I said, because I couldn't kill him after he, you know, did what he did. After he spat on my car, my baby L, yes, I named my car L. After he spat on her, I lost it, because it's just like, come on, man. A wrong turn is all it took for you to start calling me a nigger? Get your own car, broke boy. Get your own car. If you don't want to deal with black people making a mistake and being apologetic about it, get your own car. You ain't gotta worry about that type of stuff. But as long as I'm concerned, as long as you driving any type of public transportation or riding with public transportation, you're gonna come in contact with black people. Sorry, boo. And I hope he sees this, and I can't wait until I figure out what his full first and last name is, because I'm gonna blast him everywhere. I'm not gonna stop until Lyft tells me that he will no longer be able to use the Lyft app. I won't ever be paired with him again, so that's not my concern, but I want to make sure that no other black passengers, actually no other black drivers, are paired with this racist piece of shit ever in life. All I know is that his name is Steven. When I get more details, I will update you guys. But until then, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, I feel like I handled myself in a very classy manner. None of this was biased towards, you know, saying, oh, white people do this, white people do that. I was upset. However, I feel like I do have to strengthen my brain at the gift of discernment, because I see that white people are pretty easygoing about hiding those racist ill intentions in their hearts. So I feel like that's just the end of it. It's on my brain still, and it's just crazy that we as black people are still dealing with this type of stuff. It's crazy to me. And at this point, it's even crazier that it's gonna be some non-black person that's gonna make it seem like I'm just in the wrong for ever complaining, or it's gonna come back on me to make it seem like I was wrong, and that's what happened in the first place. It's sad. We in the 21st century. We in 2017. Why are we still getting called niggers like it's 600 years ago? I would never get it, and I won't ever accept it. And next time somebody ever tries something like that with me, pray to God I'm not driving Lyft. You will get maced. And it's just as simple as that. So I want to bid you guys a farewell. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you check the description box for my social media outlets. And that is it. See you guys later. Bye guys.